the more people, the market will start liquidating. So this is 51. So what market will do? Whichever the value is lower, the market will try to move on to this lower value liquidations. So 49. So buying side, we'll see only opportunities on buy sides from important levels, not from everywhere, only from important levels regarding the current ratio. So if you check with uh, any other pair, I'll tell you. Euro USD. So Euro USD, what current ratio is telling us. So in FXSI order book, we have important instruments. So each and every instrument will be having one priority and importance. Okay, so this is the one. See, this is Euro USD. This is 15 minutes chart. If you observe, very less people are on buy side. Very less people are on buy side. 70% people are on sell side. So what market will do? The lesser value, what is that? 30%. So market will move most probably on buy side. So see here, Euro is continuously on uptrend. So this gives you the trend. So current ratio gives you the exact trend of the instrument. So if you find 70 and 30%, so you have to only plan for buys at important level. Okay, I'll explain when we are getting deeper into the order book. I'll explain the key levels and key points to be considered. Okay, so this is Euro USD, so completely on buy side. And coming to USD JPY, just I'll show you some examples so that it will be easy for you people. So this, see here, 83% people are on buy side, only 18% people are on sell side, and the current ratio is suggesting only to enter sells. Only to enter sells. If any value is above 60%, avoid that entry. If there is any 60% on buy side, so don't look for any buys. Only plan for sells. See here, if you observe this thing, you need to take opportunity on sell on rise. Sell on rise. Okay, sell on rise. So completely on sell side. What it is suggesting us? Only selling in USD JPY. Don't try to enter buys on USD JPY. So we'll check with AUD USD also. Just for examples, I'm telling you all this for only for examples. See here, 43 and 57. No, we don't suggest taking any entries in AUD USD. Say at least it has to be above 60. So for good trend, for good momentum, you better choose the instrument which is trading at 60-40% average. Something like it should be 60 here and should be 40 here. If it is 40 is here, so less people are staying on buys. So we'll plan only on buy side. Okay. So this is current ratio. Okay. This is one of the instrument in FXSI order book. So now moving on to the next thing. One second. Huh? So you guys getting now? If you are not getting, please drop a message so that I can explain again. Okay.
getting sir, getting.
Hey Amrish bhai, ab aa gaya? Arre.
आ गया
I thought you will be riding some Goda.
बस इधर ही पंचगनी में ही हूँ. आई एम लाइव फ्रॉम पंचगनी.
Okay. So according to the current book, this is the thing. So now we'll get into the derivatives. These are all supporting instruments. It will support our decision. These are not decision making instrument. Make a note of it. This will only support your decision. This will not give you any decision. Okay. So coming to MVO line, what is MVO and MVP in derivatives? So MVO is, it shows the price level where the highest open interest or volume of retail traders has recently built up. Okay, so this will act as a mostly as a liquidity level. MVO level will act as a liquidity level. So this is MVO. So MVO level will act as a liquidity level every time. So it will grab the liquidity and it will take its direction. See here, there will be some. One second. Yeah, I'll remove this EMS. One second. So okay, this is MVO line. Most volume open. The full form is most volume open level. So this works as a liquidity level. See, morning gold after touching the MVO line, after liquidating this zone, it started moving up. So again we'll find an opportunity again when this candle touches this line, or it should trade above or below. If candles are trading above MVO line, that is a bullish sign. If MVO is trading above the candles, it is a downtrend. So MVO will work as a liquidity level for each and every trade opened in the order book. Okay, this is MVO line, and this is MVP line, similar to a volume point of control. Everybody knows point of control, right? Where the most of the traders will happen at some particular level. So see here, if you observe MVO line, this is the area large amount of trades are executed. So this will act as a zone, breakout zone. Okay, this will be a breakout zone. Once it breaks higher high or lower high, or higher lower highs or lower lows. So this is a breakout zone. After liquidating, it's moving up. So still the MVP line is trading flat. It also has to move upward. If it is clearly bullish, the MVP line also has to move upside. So this is trading flat. I am again thinking, so what can happen? See here, there is a crossover happen. One second. Okay, see here. This is trading flat and MVO line has come up. So again, what can happen? This candle will touch this MVO line. It may take a rejection for upside again. If any crossover is happening again here, the market can come down. Okay, this is importance of MVP and MVO. Any doubt until here? MVO and MVP.
No, bro.
So MVO is liquidity zone. MVP is which works as a support and resistance. So two instruments, two different patterns. MVO is a liquidity area. MVP will work as a support and resistance. Make a note of it. Okay. Support and dynamic support and resistance. See, this is a point of control area. So moving on to the RP. This is called return point, which is very important level on your chart. So this will be indicated by a purple line. Okay. So what happens whenever you find, see here, I'll show you. See, whenever there is a return point levels, market will sure test those zones for moving upside momentum. See here, return point is liquidated, return point is liquidated, return point is liquidated. So after liquidating the return point, market will take its change of direction. Okay, more orders will be executed. See, more orders will be executed. See, this is a point of control area. So what I'm expecting, candle will come down. It will retest this zone, that is 33.46, and again it can pump upside. If in this meanwhile, if candle is coming down like this and MVO line is again going down with a crossover, that means again the gold can retest this order block zone. Okay, so you have written point zones, and I'll show you in the other pairs also. See here the importance of written point. See here, after liquidating the return point, I think you can see it's a very small. See here, can you see this return point level? After return point level, see the niche aa gaya, and this is 1 hour time frame. So what will happen whenever you see here return point, it has to get liquidated. Return point liquidated. Return point liquidated. After liquidating the return point, market will change its direction. This is a very important zones on your charts. So you need to be caution on this return point level. See here, Euro USD. Every time it has to liquidate the return point, then only the market can move upside. Otherwise, it's not possible to more volumes to come into the market. Okay, Euro USD from 1 hour past 3 hours after liquidating the return point, it is coming down. So what can we expect? Again, it has to take a bounce from MVO level. So while coming down, this MVO line will come up, will retest. If any crossover happens at 1.16150, it will come down. If take any rejections, again it starts pumping upside. Okay, so you have to combine the instruments, you have to combine your strategies so that it will give you clear direction of the market. So where it can see again, I'm telling MVP line, see, which acts as a dynamic support and resistance in your order book. See, if you check here, see, there's an MVP line. I think it's visible, right? You can see this line, right? It's very small. You can see this MVO line, MVP line, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro.
See, this is dynamic support and resistance. And this is your liquidity zones. So you have to plan whenever it touches MVO line, it will work as a strong support or resistance. It's got rejection. Again, till where it will come? To the MVP line, which acts as a liquidity zones on your chart. Okay. Now moving on to the return point is done. So any doubt on return point, you can let me know. I will explain. USD JPY. Again, I'm showing you. Sorry, this is USD CH. See USD JPY. See return point. For sure, after return point, there will be a rejection. And we have a pending return point levels in USD JPY. Maybe next Wednesday we can see this level. Next Wednesday, after taking any rejection, there's a crossover confirmed here. This zone is very important. If any rejection from this particular zone, USD JPY will come down. So this is a head and shoulder pattern. So let it complete. So this zone will work as a good support. So I'm expecting on next Wednesday to this zones USD JPY. That is 146.560 will be the zone for next Wednesday. Okay. Moving on to the RP is done, MVP is done, and the support and resistance. No need to go deeper into this. This works as a support and resistance, which is not that much important. Now coming on to the important stop loss clusters, and this is the main important levels. So this is just wherever you find this yellow color zones, these are liquidity or stop loss clusters zones. So our entries has to be planned near to this stop loss clusters only. Take a small risk. Whenever there is a stop loss cluster, wait for the candle to reach, liquidate. If there is any MVO line near to it, that is a confirmation of pushing upside again. So liquidation, and again it will take a rejection. So here we have a return point. Now this return point is liquidated. Again the market is coming down. Again it is liquidated. Rejection from MVP level. Again now it's testing is this zone. Okay, USD. Therefore I'll explain in gold this thing. See, morning why I have suggested again, still we have a return point, valid return point. So what is valid return point? I'll explain you. So what is valid return point? Whenever you find a return point followed by a stop loss cluster, this is the most probability zones, which will be highest accuracy of 70 to 85%. For sure the market has to come down when there is a combination of stop loss cluster and return point. So that will be more than 80% probability, 80-85% sure it will retest the levels. So here we have a return point and we have a stop loss cluster. The only thing what we need, a crossover of MVO MVP line. If any candle closing below 3331, there's a confirmed target of 3308. Why I'm that much strong? Because we have a valid level followed by return point and stop loss cluster. If you observe, even if you have some stop loss clusters, market will not trigger. See, even you have some stop loss cluster until unless you have a support from return point. You have a return point that is most valid, and there is a high chance of market to come down. We'll check with this. You guys getting na? If you're not getting, do let me know. Again and again I'll explain. No issue with that. So yeah. So we have a return point and we have a stop loss cluster. So this is also a valid zone. So we have an order block here. If this order block is breached, it can come down, it can retest, and we have still valid return point zones in USD JPY. So this is important zone for today. If any rejection happening here, it can come down. Got it? So stop loss clusters. So stop loss clusters, whenever there is a liquidation happen, you need to take our entries here. We need to cross check with MVO and MVP lines while taking our entries at stop loss cluster. Not each and every stop loss cluster is our entry. No, all the conditions has to be applied. We need a return point, we need a stop loss cluster, we need MVP and MVO lines to be crossover to be happen. If it is a downside, candle has to trade below MVP line. If you want to go for upside target, the candle has to trade above MVP line. Okay, so this is 1 hour chart. And when coming to see, even you are trading on 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 15 minutes, this stop loss clusters and return point levels will not change. That is the greatness of this stop loss cluster and return point. It will not change its values according to the chart. Even you are using daily chart also, these levels will be same. This will not change. Okay, so in stop loss cluster we have two probabilities, that is 2.55, and it will give you upside probability and downside probability. So according to this value we need to take our decision. Okay, 2.55 and there is a crossover. So what we'll consider, 2.55 as an important zone. So what it will do, it will liquidate and it will come down. It will not straight away, it will not come down. It has to liquidate the highest probability stop loss cluster. Once the candle reaches to stop loss cluster, make your buy limit or sell limit orders, then the market can come down. Small SL, This will be a very small SL. Above this will be your SL, because this is a stop loss cluster. For stop loss cluster, we are placing our stop loss. For stop loss cluster, we are maintaining stop loss. So this will be the highest point of liquidation. So once it touches this level, it will come down because it's having highest probability of 2.55, and this is 2.77. So this is having highest probability chances, and still MVO and MVP lines still trading. There's a crossover happen and MVP line is above MVO line. That's a bullish sign. And even though if you find some bearish candles in the market, until unless this MVP line is trading above MVO, you can stay on buys and you can consider this as a strong magnetic zone. Why? Because and now coming to, so that is stop loss cluster. So according to the stop loss cluster, we'll go with order book. This is our order book. So the area trading above the candle, this is buy stop order areas. So these are the buy stops in the market. These are the sell limit orders in the market. Okay. So these are the buy limit orders. These are the sell stop orders. Okay. These are the sell limit, and the profit booking will be for sell limit orders. The profit booking will be buy limit orders execution, liquidating the this is little bit, it will be little bit tricky, but try to understand. See, whoever people are entering sell limit orders, their targets will be placed in buy limit orders. They will exit their trades, placing their profit booking areas by using buy limit orders. So the people who are using sell limit orders, their exit targets will be placed in buy limits. Okay. The people who are taking buy stops, their SL will be placed in sell stop. So it will be little tricky when you go through on working on order book. This will come to it. So yeah, buy stop orders. Here we have highest buy stop orders, and at the same time we have huge sell limit orders. So what market will do? So now there is no probability because there is 50-50 chances. So market will not move aggressively either on buy side or sell side. So what market will do? It will try to maintain a resistance at this zone. This sell limit, we have a huge sell limit orders where people are looking to sell in the market, looking to sell from this particular zone, and few people at the same level, they are waiting for a breakout. So there are some huge buy stop orders. So what market will do? We need, if market wants to send the sell orders into the loss, we need a bullish fair value gap at this zone. Make a note of it, because there are huge sell limit orders. If these people, see what they are looking, they are waiting for candle to reach at this zone and come down. Okay, their mind, why they place their orders, this is the reason. They're expecting market to come here at this particular zone, that is 3360, and they want to make it downtrend. So what buyers will do, if they are going with the aggressive buy orders, forming fair value gap on your trading view chart, okay, at this particular zone, some 63 to 58, if you find any good bullish fair value gap formation, that is a breakout. So sellers are trapped at this zone. So what market will do? Market will never come below this zone until unless sellers are holding their positions, because there's a fair value gap. Market has taken a breakout, pushing these sell orders into losses. So when the market will come down, if people at this zone exit with losses, then only market will come down. Why? Because these people are waiting for sell executions. Market has liquidated their volumes. When they exit with losses, what it will do? Seriously, market will come down again. Okay. So that is a simple logic. Whenever you find a stop loss cluster, what you have to do, you check with your trading view chart if there is any fair value gap being formed at this particular huge sell limit orders. If you see huge sell limit orders followed by a fair value gap, that is a breakout. That is a breakout pushing all the sellers into the trap. Two things can happen here. If sellers gain their power, market will come down aggressively. If not, there is any confirmation of fair value gap, bullish fair value gap. So that's a breakout, and these sellers are trapped, and market will keep continuously moving up until unless these people exit with some losses. Okay, because here there are huge volumes on sell limit, very less on buy stop. So rather than giving profits to these people, what market will do? Market will trap the sellers. They will share this price to these people, giving some profits to these small buyers in this particular zone. Why? Oh, I'll explain you regarding this on USD. So because it is 50-50%, so I can't explain you in deep. Is there any high probability? See here, this is 69. Okay, this is 69 and this is 31. This is Euro USD 30 minutes time frame. There's a return point. So if you observe here, one second, I'll remove this order block also. See here, these are all buy limit orders. See, these are all loss sellers. See, people who are been waiting to execute sell limit orders at this particular zone, market manipulated and pushed upside. These are all people loss sellers. How many people are there loss sellers? 38.1% are loss sellers. Why? There is a fair value gap formation. See here. Mhm. No. 1 second, I need an object here. Uh, 1 second. See here. There is a problem with the amplifier. Shit. Uh-oh. Okay. See, it's not coming here. I don't know why. There should be something here. It should have some channels shapes. Right. Sorry. So this is a fair value gap. So this is a fair value gap. During this trading time, many sellers are trapped. How they are trapped? There are huge sell limit there are huge sell limit orders at this zone. So what market did? Formation of fair value gap at this particular zone. It trapped huge volumes of sellers. So it started moving up. So until unless these people exit from their positions at this particular fair value gap, until unless if these volumes come down or sellers exit their positions with losses only, this candle will break this zone. Otherwise, again like this, it will tempt the sellers again to average their prices, and again it will move upside. Again, now what it will do? Again it will come down. It will attract the sellers. They will average their prices, or if people are exiting with minimal losses, market will come down by breaking this fair value gap. Otherwise, it is not easy to break this zone because we have huge sellers trapped at this level, and we have huge anything, bro,
Bro, your screen is not visible.
visible.
your स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रहा सिर्फ मेरे को ही या सबको
भाई दिख रहा
हाँ
भाई
अब दिख रहा है अब दिख रहा है
आप कोई दूसरा वीडियो दिखा रहे?
अरे नहीं नहीं अजय भाई क्या यार आप भी
Okay, 1 second. Check कर लो. I'll
दिख रहा है अभी दिख रहा है स्क्रीन.
This is a problem with my MT5 yaar. I don't know why it's giving me this type of things. 1 second. I don't know क्या हो गया इसको. Let me close and open again. Yeah. One second. I'm just sharing my screen. Okay, now you can see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see here. So this is the reason exactly what we have to follow whenever there is a huge sell limit orders in the market. If you find any fair value gap formation at that particular zone, that is a breakout and trapping the seller. So there will be this zone will act as a dynamic support in this instrument. So Euro USD until unless these sellers exit their positions, the market will not come down. So it will keep tempting the sellers to average their prices and it will start moving upside. Okay. क्या हो गया डेरिवेटिव्स को. Where is FX exercise? चले गया क्या? Okay. So coming back to this, if you activate your RP level and MVO MVP. So see here again, this will act as a dynamic support and resistance. So this is an important zone where sellers are locked in their positions. So it will come down and it will pump upside. So here, see here, where should be our entries? Stop loss cluster. This should be our entry. Take a small risk at these zones. Wait for confirmation of any crash over MVP and MVO. It is still trading below. See the candle closed above this MVP line, followed by fair value gap, trapping the sellers. So that is an indication we can go for some longs to the target of this high. This high. See, it is indication 66%, 34%. So we will trade only buys in this particular instrument. We'll use a stop loss clusters as our entry. We will wait for every time reversals or rejections from MVP line, and if we'll see any crossover happening here. Okay. So this is order book, and these are loss buyers, profit buyers, loss sellers, and buy limit orders. So the only logic what we have to say is if you see any huge buy stop orders here, buy stop order somewhere around here, or buy limit order somewhere down here, wait for any bearish fair value gap. If it is below the candle, wait for any bearish fair value gap confirmation, trapping this buy limit orders. If you see any huge sell limit orders, and at the same area, if you see bullish fair value gap, that is the thing the sellers are trapped. That is an indication that sellers are trapped at that particular zone, and that will act as a dynamic support. Okay. So these are the simple basic logics how to use the order book. So you need to check each and every instrument where it is trading, uh, until where we can see if we are in any trade and if we are running in any losses. So where we can hold our trade, where is the area. So what you have to see, if you are in buy trades, wait for huge sellers to exit their positions. If you are in sell trades, wait for huge buyers to exit their positions. The simple logic. Probability, wait for huge volumes If there are huge buy orders, go for selling followed by any bearish fair value gap. Just reversal. Take your decision on lowest probability. That is 34% people are less. So we will trade only buys in Euro USD. And this is a retracement. We don't say this is a reversal trade. This is only a retracement. See, yeah, on that day, night, it has liquidated this stop loss area. If we have sold at this particular zone, stop loss cluster, if you sell at this particular zone with a small SL, still we would have been in profit. Still, even though we have waited for two sessions, two working sessions, still we'll be in profit. And this one, if you have taken any buys at this particular stop loss cluster, okay, followed by checking this thing, change in volumes, still you will be in profit. So our entries to be taken at right places, not here, not like that. Only enter at stop loss cluster so that your profit will be big, your SL will be small. And don't think that every trade will be in green. Okay, be prepared for at least 80-20%. 80 you will be in profit, 20 you will be in loss. That's it. I mean, overall your portfolio will be in green ultimately. So enter only at stop loss clusters with a small SL, even it is a buy or a sell. By observing the volumes, you keep maintaining your position. That's it. Got it, guys?
Yeah, bro.
So that's with the order book. So if you have any doubts, you can come up. And one more thing. See, if you see below the candle, if you see inside volumes are high, see this one and this one, this will act as a good support. If you see volumes inside of the zone, this zone, this particular zone, you have to consider. If you are looking for any buy entries, you need to have a look on these zones. So here there is a huge volume of big sellers are trapped, and we have huge buy limit orders. So what market will do, it will not break this particular zone for going down. If candle comes here and if it triggers this buy orders, it has to give profits to these people. So it will not come mostly to these zones. It will not give opportunity for sellers to exit to cost. See, MVO line is trading here. This is the seller's trap. What market will tempt, it will come, it will retest this zone and it will go up. It will not allow sellers to exit even cost. So if you are in sell, I mean, if you have taken any sells, you please average your or you exit your position when you are in losses. If you are in if you have taken somewhere sell here, okay, and you are waiting for market to come here, you observe your instrument. So what is the thing, scenario here? MVO line is trading and we have a huge sellers trapped here. So market will not give a chance for sellers to exit cost. Example I'm saying, if you have trapped here, you average your price or you exit your price when the candle comes to MVO line with a small loss. Okay, are you guys getting now what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you have trapped here, exit with small loss when the candle comes to MVO line. It will not give a chance for the sellers even to exit with cost to cut, because MVO line is trading above and we have a huge buy limit orders. So market will not come to this zone. It will tempt to this return point levels only. It will come to this return point level, that is 1.16200 will be the last level. It will come here and this MVO line will come here. It will take a rejection for the upside. So those are the logics. This is for trapping. If you got trapped, exit with small loss by checking all this order book where the buy limit orders or sell limit orders are trapped. And if there is any outside here and this zone and this side and this side. When candle is below the candle, you have to observe inside area. Above the candle, you have to observe outside area. So we have only huge sell limit orders, but no loss buyers trapped here. So market is not interested to move here. We need some buy volumes or more sellers to get added here. It will take this value and it will move up. Okay. So if any candles, area, if you see big volumes here outside of this thing, it will act as a resistance. Inside, it will act as a support. Make a note of it. Inside area will act as a support. Outside area will act as a resistance. So return point is confirmed. We have one more return point here and one more return point here. Market, the least it will come here. And from here, if you find any bullish fair value gap again at this particular zones, you enter buys until unless this comes to this zone, this comes to below 60. You can stay on trade below this value comes down to 60. If it is keep on increasing 80, 90 or 95, just to blindly move your SL to the buy price and leave it. It will start pumping upside continuously. If this percentage is increasing like 70, 80, 85, 90, just you can stay on buy side trades aram se, like what we have seen like in USD JPY, I think. So USD JPY again changing its volumes now. See, liquidation. This should be our buy entry. At stop loss cluster, what we have discussed, liquidity area, liquidated by here. So now what we have to do, wait for any buy stop orders to get trapped into the market. Here we have huge buy stop orders. What market will do? It will touch this level, triggering all these buy volumes. After that, we need to check the order book. From here, we can get a rejection for the downside. So every stop loss, someone's stop loss is should be our entry. Don't run like other retail traders. Enter only at here. If you observe here, take a buy with a small SL. This is your MVP line. You can do one thing. You can take an entry at SL. Just below this MVP line, you can keep your stop loss. For the stop loss cluster, we are maintaining stop loss. So it's not that easy to trigger our stop losses. So someone's stop loss is our entry. Go for a big lot size. Wait for any return point. So this return point is liquidated. After liquidation of this return point, again it is come down. Again it has hunted the buyer's SL. Buyer's SL. Now you take your buy entry. Your target will be 6.28%. USD JPY. From here, we need to see this is not at liquidated. This zone is not at liquidated. We have a return point here. It's very small, but still it is valid. Okay, this will be the target for USD JPY. From here, again it can come down. Noted, guys?
Yeah, bro.
So that's all for today's session. So enjoy your weekend. I'll drop BTC levels also. We'll see what will happen. Okay.
Okay.
Chalo.